The Salvation Experiment and Complete Dark Age Safety. When reading this book, to fully understand the release of your mind, an ability which every being has access to, you must read with an open mind and open heart. If your mind begins to reject this information, you must search yourself and ask why and how is this happening to myself. With everything in this book is based on fact and the complete abilities one has legally. This book will last through all the ages and has already been. Do not sit and question why and think how can this be done in my subjective life as an individual at this moment with the people that exist around me. The human being was not meant to exist alone. Sometimes the drugs would help curve the earth-changing truth and paranoia, the negative side of truth. Soon the truth and paranoia bleed into the state induced by the drug. Finding others like oneself in the same position has become the only way to not destroy oneself or succumb to it, or seek stronger drugs or desires to curve the mental and physical pain brought by the truth when it collides with the ego and artificial or the artificial environment. Sometimes because the amount of time, movements available, are needed to evaluate. Their words, Government United States, has already worked along with the United Nations to open the doors to have a person fully control their own one and family life. Anything contrary to this is hostile in nature. Whether they lied or not, which I subjectively do not deduce that they did. The words are bonded and act as a straight line to the direct nature of an individual or group. If seen to be hostile after universal observations and test, safety must be enacted and enforced. In group or in society, a section of time must be given to rational and maybe irrational protection and resistance to developing as many contingencies that can occur and what can be done about them.
This is my contubernium. According to the Black's Law Dictionary, this means a marriage-like union between two slaves.
The ways of the scribe. I haven't dreamt most of the important moments of this being's life and the many contingencies and realities of the things that are possible to come. Its past before being as aware as it is now causes it to be unfit for certain positions, opportunities, and possibilities. Remaining a shadow or nameless sentient being using its birthed and culturally created identity is useful for the maintenance of the shadow or nameless sentient being's journey, goals, and purpose. Downloaded. The purpose is to assist in understanding one's position and abilities as a perfect sentient being in all sentient being. Reaching beyond the current status. Scared benevolence. Creating the paperbacks and sending them to the most amount of people and having the document online that can be downloaded. 7 different websites with slightly different names or numbered. Replace all the you and yours in this entire piece and change it to one and one's own if possible. This means a one group of united people. The arms of Armageddon, the ways to reach the most amount of people through the most amount of force to meet the requirements of the salvation experiment and come out of the lack of knowledge and full-blown ignorance. The buildings, the people, the children will cause the scribe the most pain. The methods of the fact that this would be easier to do, than get everyone to come together peaceful. The ones to send this to would be the government and the entertainers that are in influence with them or might be within possibility. The letter explaining their no need to have their paranoia and mistrust mess up the fact that their power over the resources and equipment on this planet is pure dominance. The proof of this experiment will reveal the ones that are not. In the entire community of sentient beings. The power of the individual to do these things. One can do oneself faster than someone else to do them.
And finally, at number 1, a UK teen had a seizure while playing video games. He was playing online, though, and his friend in Texas, in the United States, who called an ambulance who showed up at his house and took him to the hospital. I mean, it was an actual serious thing. And he was saved by somebody who was 5,000 miles away and recognized that he wasn't responsive. I mean, it's basically the best case scenario for being alone in a room having a seizure. I mean, can you think of how many people might actually die in that kind of a situation? Because they were in their bedroom, had a seizure, and weren't attended to? It's a really touching story, honestly. Couple of quick bonus stories for you.